Well, the first and the obvious barrier is the technical barrier. We are facing a multitude of different kinds of operational management systems that the companies are currently using, and every one of them is an individual different beast. So when we are trying to integrate them all together to discuss amongst themselves through blockchain, we're going to have to create a lot of APIs or integration points so we can incorporate the largest number of systems as possible. That's quite a lot of work. So we're going to have to be very clever and tricky about it. Try to follow certain main standards that are already followed in the logistics business. The second sort of barrier we are facing is the barrier of disbelief. This has to do with the nature of any given industry or business. Established operators are usually very set in stone. They want to do things like they were done yesterday. And it's really these people's hearts and minds that we need to win. We have to be able to demonstrate to them that yes, there is a new way of doing business. I've been in quite an extensive contact with Finnish authorities, namely ministries and agencies operating under ministries. The Ministry of Transportation, or the transportation agency under them, and the tax authority people. They are extremely excited about blockchain, especially the tax people. For some reason, Finnish tax authorities are extremely eager to experiment with new technologies and new paradigms. They are extremely dynamic people. I think at this point, when we're just exiting the hype curve, we're just beginning to see first realistic, like serious demonstrations and proof of concepts. I think we shouldn't close our eyes and ears to anything. So far, I've been extremely lucky because our connection to the IBM has obviously given us a lot of visibility and leverage in terms of PR and awareness. It's not really a question of moving from one to another. It's a question of doing both in parallel. As we are doing research, we are doing product development, or product in heavy quotation marks in our case. So we are really doing the research and the praxis, the application of research in the same time, simultaneously. Anything our companies do, we immediately feed to the research. And anything research finds out, we immediately feed to the companies. So they are like working together, extremely tightly knit.